Germany goes to polls on the 23rd of February, and joining me is the first Indian origin German election candidate on NDTV. Well, from Jaipur to Bundestag, Siddharth Mudgal has had quite a journey, and let's get him to understand more about what his journey has been like. Siddharth, good to have you on NDTV. Before we talk about your plans and what you wish to do, I want to first ask you about your journey from Jaipur and now to Germany, which is now your second home or your primary home now, actually.
Thanks, Gaurie, and thanks for having me on the show. I've been in Germany for 21 years. I came to Germany as a student a long time back, 21 years ago. And I came here to study, and then as things changed, I decided to stay in Germany. And Germany's home for me now.
It is. So what's your vision when it comes to India-German ties? You've done a lot of work in the last decade in terms of associations and business collaborations. What's your vision for the future?
Germany and India are natural partners. They need to do more together. And the current government, the BJP government, and also in the past, we are building on this collaboration. So it is on one side on the trade side. So we need more investments in Germany. We need more jobs in Germany. And now the things have changed. India should be investing in Germany, right? And that is one thing which is super important right now, specifically in the area of manufacturing. There are a lot of small and mid-sized companies where Germany, there's no succession planning, and India can profit from this scenario. And obviously, there's a lot of things going around digitalization and artificial intelligence, where Germany can learn a lot from India.
Talk to us about the Indian diaspora. It's about 3 lakh plus. Talk to us about it, the fields where it's making the mark the most, and the issues that matter to the diaspora in these German elections.
So first of all, the Indian diaspora has increased threefold in the last 20 years. And this is only, let's say, the Indian citizens here. And then there are people like myself who are German citizens of Indian origin, right? Mostly what people are worried about in the Indian diaspora is the right-wing party, for example, AFD, and what does it mean for them, right? So this is one question which a lot of people are asking right now. But let me also tell you the biggest issues facing the Germany as a country are not migration, but rather the economic downturn. And when I talk to people in the community, but also rest of the people, this is something which they're very concerned about. Unemployment, the gross domestic product going down, the trade volumes going up and down. And this instability is something which is worrying a lot of people. And migration obviously is an issue with the recent attacks in Munich, where unfortunately 2 people died, a mother and a child. These are some things which are also of concern to people in Germany.
So one thing that one keeps reading about these German elections sitting here in India is the number of times Elon Musk seems to be featured in stories and issues related to the election. Talk to us about what's actually the role Elon Musk may play or is playing in these elections.
Look, information is power. Elon Musk sits at the source of, let's say, a big tool, a big instrument, which is Twitter. But I must say, Elon Musk, he should be focusing more on American politics or in his home country, but for that matter of fact, South Africa, rather than German politics. He, according to me, doesn't know much about the Alternative for Germany, which is a right-wing party. They are extremists in nature and all sort of things. So I recommend Elon Musk better literature so that he knows who he wants to support and he does not want to support. It's erratic what he's doing, but once again, it's a choice. He's a business leader. He might have some reasons to do that. I do not think that's the right way to do it.
You're in these elections, you're contesting, you're meeting people on ground. You said economy is one of the biggest issues that the people are likely to vote on. What's your agenda to address some of these issues that voters are going to take to the polls?
So I think some of the issues which are facing German economy is bureaucracy and red tape. So this is something which I'm concretely saying that any sort of issuing of government clearances should be done in a record amount of time. This time should be reduced by 50% in the next 1 to 2 years by setting up a one-stop shop for such clearances. The second important thing, according to me, is how do we revive the economy, specifically the small and mid-sized companies in Germany, so the so-called Mittelstand, which are basically 99% of our companies, more or less. how do we make sure that they get jobs back into the country? And for them, I'm proposing tax benefits, tax discounts, and actually a bonus. So for every €1 they invest in latest technologies, artificial intelligence, robotics, the government should give them 10 cents on top. So this is something which we are focusing on. Also then bonuses for companies who are getting jobs back into Germany. So that's an important aspect. We need more jobs for our people here, irrespective of which country they come from. That's something which we need to be focusing on as well. And then on digitalization, I'm proposing that we set up national innovation centers, 5 in number, it could be 6, but basically investing 10 billion euros every year specifically on digitalization and innovation, which will also create jobs, but it will also strengthen our relationships with partner countries.
Okay.
Last but not the least, I'm also proposing that we specifically reach out to partner countries which share our democratic values to invest in Germany. And this is something which will actually help our partnership with India as well.
You know, I want to ask you this, Siddharth, as a member of the diaspora, as an immigrant yourself, how do you see the rise of the right movement in EU and in Germany as well now?
So specifically, there's a general tendency right now of people trying to blame everything which is going wrong in the economy, in the countries, on migrants. Now, this is an easy choice to make, right? But if you go into the details there are basically 2 types of migrants. One are, I would say, migrants who are coming here who Germany needs, so people who are qualified, educated, etc. And then on the other way around, it's people who need Germany. And our responsibility, moral responsibility as a mature democracy, is to support people who need us, right?
Right.
And this philosophy is part of, let's say, the European system. And I think politicians need to do a better job in making this clear to the public, and so that other right-wing extremist parties do not misuse fear or the so-called angst which the German people have to be instrumentalized.
Siddharth, in a couple of days, we will know which way Germany actually votes, but really appreciate you taking out the time and speaking to us, and wish you the very best in these elections. 24th of February is when we will know who has Germany elected to take the country forward.